Hi guys, shadow boxing is something. Well, I've never heard it before. I never read it anywhere, and I've read so much, and I don't think it's something very common. But I'm sure some of you have heard about it, and know what it is. There is two things, and it's a little different, isn't it? Nightmares. It's something that the shadows use to make us, to instigate fear in the human race, especially in the little children, isn't it? Although that some that appear nightmares are actually the soul trying to communicate with, the human body, the trap energy to free itself, and it might appear a little bit like nightmarish, but it's like zombies following you, things like that. But it's just part of the soul telling you, look, you need to face your shadows. So there is nightmares, and some of them can be triggered by medication or psychoactive drugs. If you drink alcohol, some people or take drugs, they might get nightmares because they caught on those drugs. Again, is to instigate fear and control you. But shadowboxing is something completely different. Shadowboxing is just targeted mainly at those ones who want to wake up. And for a period of time, before I learned the recode, I had shadowboxing every single night. And basically, it's like a movie that they play like with a laser, it's like they're going through your mind and they just play a movie. And it can be so spooky. I mean, my movies used to be like they used to come to the bed and pull me from the legs, like a bolster, guys. And a dream within a dream, I would go to the toilet and see like a demon sitting there like a demon, like a child turning into a demon, really spooky things. I mean, worse than the best horror movie ever, the shadow boxing. Again, they used to come and strangle me, and then I could feel my throat hurting during the day. Um, Now, they still come and they do shadow boxing. They still try, but it's maybe once a month because of their record that they're able to infiltrate. So it's so much easier the nights if I get to sleep. But for example, last night, I guess because it's full moon, somebody just told me it's full moon, I thought that makes sense. I was lying down in bed, and my baby cat, Divi, short for Divinity, it was cuddling to me. I sleep with my cat, I love them. and my husband was away, he's away till Thursday. So, but suddenly I hear my husband's voice being in the bedroom. I say, well, that's not my husband. I just here recognize, I become lucid in my dream. I said, my husband, what's happening here? And then, I sort of move around and touch the body of what appeared to be my husband, which I knew wasn't my husband. And then it jumps on me like a demon, yeah? And then what I do is I wake up, because I'm already lucid. Boom, wake up, and then Divinity was there to rescue me, bless her. That's what I do now. Before I used to call the source, my husband, help. I remember my husband one came and pulled me and woke me up and pulled me out in a spirit because he wasn't with me at the time. So that's what shadow boxing is, but it can be quite clever. For example, let's say that you've got children and you're worried that one of them might become ill, but you're thinking, no, I'm focusing on having them empowered children, they're fine. But then if you're trying to put that seed during the day and it's not working, they'll try shadowboxing and they'll put images of your son being ill and all the feelings associated with that, so that you might believe it. So subliminally, they try to feed that reality through shadowboxing during the dream to weaken you. So again, what do we do? In terms of shadowboxing, well, you need to wake up. Having those kind of shadowboxing is not very nice because it's when you go through the spiritual awakening, it will get to a time that you don't need to sleep, but before that you need your rest. And they won't let you, I remember as soon as I closed my eyes, I could feel they were trying to come, so I would have to wake myself up rather than going through it, whatever movie they put in my mind. So for me, the best barrier against this, the best protection is the rapid record method. It's just no other way, because then you change the instructions and you protect yourself. Obviously, for those who are experiencing shadowboxing, these commands that I've downloaded from the source. They're not from Gary Flint, but they are two different ones. One, treat the nightmares because a request for treatment, but the other one is not a request for treatment. It's basically to instigate fear that needs to be removed, and that's how we command. There's special commands to do that to the superconscious. So if somebody experiences, beginning to experience that. I'm sorry you're going through it, but there is a perfect solution. You just need to buy the books. They were on Kindle, guys, the books, but the source has told me to take them out from Kindle. Just because those kind of books you need your mind needs to be not just read through a computer and digital. You need the book, you need to absorb the information, and you need to read more than a few times. And I don't know if you see my other videos, but it's been proven that if you read a book, it's improved your brain function. At the moment we are being very numb and trying to encourage people to just read the books rather than use Kindle or audio, because that numbs our brain even more. We need to make the effort if we want the wisdom to go there and just read it. Anyway, I hope this book is useful. And it's going to be another really, really good video this week about how is the source going to awaken the whole, it's going to be a forced awakening, and we know that lots of people are very, very unconscious. So, and an awakening could be too much. The shadows they got within could destroy that person if it's done before the time, the time. So it must be a plan that the source is putting plan of how he's going to be doing that, and it's been revealed to me. I'm sure the other enlightened beings know as well. So I will do a video about how is this going to happen and what we can do to help out with that. Anyway, with all the love in my heart, till next video, goodbye.